Now guys, meron ka bang friends na masasabi? Meron ka bang BFF? Today, pag-usapan natin ang
Friendship.
siyempre, tayo, mga individuals, parati naman tayong may mga playmates, di ba? Marami tayong mga experiences na, kumbaga, nadapa, tapos may tumulong, tapos kung ano-ano pang klase na doon nag-i-start ang pagiging friends.
Friendship.
Tara!
Let's talk.
Tara!
Let's talk!
Yun, okay. So, let's start. Siguro sa atin, di ba, magkakaiba tayo ng personality. May mga tao na kagaya ko, madami ako laging friends. Parang I grew up, I'm always surrounded by friends. Since elementary, I'm always in a group. Let's say, kunwari, 4 girls, ganyan, or 5 girls. I'm always in a group.
It's hard for me to consider meron akong best friend talaga. Medyo hindi naman sa pag-ano, choosy ako sa pagiging friend. Lahat sila friends ko, right?
Parang ako kasi lagi din akong nangangamusta, pero syempre wala namang utang kasunod, no?
Yeah,
Hi.
di ba?
Gusto ko din yun, yung nangangamusta, yung parang kahit paminsan-minsan, i-sendan mo ng reels or sendan lang ng hello. Kasi we know naman sa buhay natin, may stages na yung super busy. Like dito sa abroad. Pero sa akin, ang pinakamasarap na friendship talaga is nung high school, college, diba? O, yung iba yung mga friends mo dyan. And then, iba din yung mga friends mo nung nagtatrabaho na. Ibang stages din yon. And then, yung nag-abroad ka na. Ibang stages of people din yung mamimit mo. Pagka yung naging busy ka na sa family mo, nag-asawa ka na, iba na naman. It's so nice na merong mga tao na nandyan lang sila.
Pero when it comes to friendship kasi, dapat siguro parang give and take.
Yes, of course.
You know, hindi yung parang parati na lang sila yung tumutulong sa'yo, dapat tumulong ka din. When it comes to tulong, hindi naman financial. Even simple things na yung kaya mo when it comes to effort, malaking bagay yun eh. Kasi sa atin sa Pilipinas, siguro parang pag sinabing tulong, monetary kagad yan eh.
Cultural yon. Kasi pag kumausap ka ng mga ibang lahi, hindi sila ganon. Hindi ganon. So parang I think lumaki tayo na ganon or nakikita natin sa mga tito-tita natin na sila talaga when it comes to friends, especially mga lalaki, magpapainom,
Yes.
pag yung mga ganong bagay, sige, bigay todo lahat sa mga friends, ganyan.
Etong matindi, di ba? Kasi meron tayong nakausap na talaga naman, no, I think 60 years ang kanilang friendship na. Parang ganon. Matagal na anyway, guys. Sobrang tagal na.
Yeah, nakakatuwa na merong mga tao from the very beginning na friends sila since primary school and then hanggang, let's say, they lost in touch but still, nandun pa rin yung friendship and then now, na everything sa family nila is settled and then eto na naman, yung connection, back yung connection. Kasi iba talaga yung namuong friendship noong mga bata pa kayo.
Yes, may talagang madikit yung foundation, di ba? Sipin nyo guys, etong ating guest na to nakausap, galing pang Philippines at dumating dito sa Ireland para i-visit ang kanyang friend, di ba? Malupit at mahal ang pagiging friendship nito. Galing Pilipinas, kumbaga.
Yeah. Ito yung nakakatuwa, I think, yung sa stages ng buhay ng mga tao ngayon na especially a lot of Filipinos living abroad. So, kung may mga friends ka sa iba't ibang bansa, pera lang talaga yung problema. Because I know being Filipinos talaga, pag friends mo yan, susuportahan mo yan or ipapasyal mo yan pag bumisita ka sa kanila. Talagang willing mag-spend ng time sa iyo.
Etong ating guest na to, hindi lang siya, kumbaga, mahilig mag-travel ngayon, kumbaga, noon pa man. Pero ang the best I think, para sa akin, yung parang take ko dito sa usapan natin is that ngayon nagta-travel siya, retired siya, all her life, nag-work siya sa Philippines.
Makikita natin na hindi mo naman kailangang maging contractor para makatravel. So, siya kasi, ang maganda dito sa taong ito is napalaki niyang maayos yung mga anak niya, na kumbaga settled yung mga anak niya. So, hindi na niya kailangang regular na tumulong sa mga anak niya. So, yung pera niya sa kanya and then nai-enjoy niya tong retirement niya, nakaka-travel siya. And even before retirement, nakaka-travel na siya. Yun yung maganda. So, di ba? Sana all. Nakakatuwa po makita itong dalawang ito because they're glowing. You'll see that they're happy sa stage ng buhay nila ngayon. Okay, guys. So, hindi na po namin patatagalin. We'll bring them to you.
Tara!
Let's talk.
Tara!
Let's talk.
Right guys, we are back again sa aming podcast. At Mrs. K, ang ganda ng ating ngayon episode natin. Sinong best friend mo doon? Di ba may mga ganun pa? Anyway guys, welcome back sa podcast namin and we'd like to welcome yung aming guest for this episode. Introduce mo na.
So, we actually have these two lovely people. Yung isa ay talagang matagal na nating kaibigan. And
Yes.
of course, kasama niya ngayon ang kanyang best friend doon.
Yes.
Na nagsimula yung friendship nila nung maliit pa sila. Okay, so we have Ate Levi and Ate Susan or Sansu daw para iba. Dahil medyo sikat na ang Susan from Susan Roses.
Yan. Okay, welcome
Okay.
po.
Siguro simulan natin kay Ate Levi or let's give Ate Levi the honor.
I have the pleasure of introducing my not old, old, like the friendship goes back when we were still, we're children. We were always seatmates in the school because every time you attend a class, you're arranged alphabetically.
I thought according to height, ate.
So I am Orsini, which starts with O, and she's Miss Pagdatuon, which starts with P. So all those years, from grade 1 to grade 6, we're always beside each other. And the nice thing about it is that, like, she's kind of naughty but nice, But we never fought. We are always like, if she has enemy, I'll be her ally. It never breaks that. So they said, you have to have, some people will say that, oh, there's nothing perfect. But no, we never fought really. And up to now, and there was a time that we parted ways after, so many years.
Is it after high school, ate?
After high school, because that's from elementary to high school. And then in college, I started 2 years of nursing, pre-nursing. I actually finished it. But, so many things happened. My father said, oh, you go to Manila and join your brother. So I just shifted my course to medical technology. And now, she is now a full-fledged, oh no, you're retired now, but she's a teacher. So, and I'm introducing to you Miss Susan Pagdatuon.
Yeah, hello. I prefer to be called Sansu because in class 75, we are 7 Susan.
In the family?
No, in class 75 in our GC. So you can be identified. So if you want to ask something like that or an aid, they think it's me because there are so many Susan. So I changed my profile name to Sansu.
Okay. Okay. Back to ate, no? Hindi natin kasi nabanggit. Saan tayo sa Bicol?
I'm from Naga City, the heart of Bicol. Do you know Lenny Robredo? Former Vice President Lenny Robredo. He's now the mayor of Naga City.
Should she be like a schoolmate or parang the same, did you grow up in the same area?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's younger than us.
Yeah.
She's actually my sister's classmate. So she's younger. We're 7 years older than her.
Really?
Yeah. So there you go.
Nabanggit ni ate kanina na you're a teacher, okay ate? Pwede mo bang ikwento yung kung bakit ka naging teacher? Parang yun, kwento lang konti.
It was never my dream to be a classroom teacher because my mother is a teacher and she retired a principal of a public school in Naga. She knows that in the teaching profession it's hard because you're going to make a lesson plan every day, you're going to study. So I took up nursing for 3 years. But during that time, I wasn't able to finish nursing because they don't accept married to enroll in the nursing once you're married. I married young. But I did not stop schooling. So I shifted to a course where some of my subjects were credited. So I graduated Bachelor of Arts in Economics, and I took up 18 units in education. So I was able to teach. I took the board exam, then I applied in one of the biggest secondary school in Naga City. So I worked as a classroom teacher for, I think, 28 years, then 5 years as a department head in Araling Panlipunan.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, history.
But that's not my major. It's eco. So I've learned to love teaching. Kaya, ganun na.
And then, you retired as a,
A department head.
department head. Wow.
Because Cam High is a very big school. I think we are more than 100 teachers.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot to facilitate when it comes to, obviously, you know, as the head, you'll be like, I don't know what's the process like, but obviously you have to know your staff. You have to know the
Of course.
people.
And of course, it's ranking.
Oh, I see.
You have to apply for that position.
And it, of course, continuous learning. I'm sure may master ka dyan, ate.
I took up, I am a Master of Arts in Educational Management, full-fledged. And 6 units in PhD.
Oh, muntik pa ha.
Sipin nyo guys ha. Oh, di ba?
So, makikita natin dito na kahit naman sa Pilipinas talaga, kung talagang gusto mo masikap ka, pwede kang umangat.
Of course, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's the thing, right? Para sa ating mga audience dyan na nasa abroad and gusto mag-abroad, if you really want to succeed, working abroad in other places outside the Philippines, yes, of course, it's going to be like, it's a quick way or better way maybe for you to earn money and everything like that. But there are always people, and in fact, even in my classmates, some of my classmates, they didn't go abroad, they didn't go like working somewhere else, but they are making it there. And this is like, ate is living proof that, yeah, if you're into your goal, then you can achieve it.
Considering na like what you mentioned earlier, maaga kang nag-asawa, but still you continued. So makikita natin yung perseverance and yung hard work talaga din, nakakatuwa.
So between the two of you, going back to communication, how did you keep up with each other na yung updates, reunion or something like that?
You know what? Facebook is the best ever. We were able to get in touch with our long-lost friends. So Susan organized the school class, our high school class. So when I come home, she would say, "Oh, Liba, you have to attend the reunion." Oh, that's nice because I haven't really attended for so long. So she said, "Don't worry because I'm in the organizing committee. You're welcome." Because at first, I don't think I belong there anymore. You know, you've been away for so long. And she said, "Oh, no. This is different." So I actually enjoyed it. I brought Shannon with me during the 40th reunion. That was absolutely wonderful. It's nice to get in touch with your old friends, you know. Some are, you know the way when you meet the old friends.
And like what you mentioned earlier, nagkahiwalay kasi kayo. So it's been a while. You got busy with your life. Ate got busy with her life, career. And then, ilang taon yun na parang wala kayong communication to each other?
I think when she got married because she's too busy, you know. Like I'm also working hard to finish my course, you know.
Kailan kayo nagkaroon ng connection?
When I went home to the Philippines.
Imagine, ang
Yeah.
tagal.
Before that, we already have communication.
Yeah, we always have, but sometimes you know the way when you have your family, sometimes you kind of
Your priorities
are
different.
yeah, and also as some people say, it's not really the distance or how often you get in touch. It really remains in your heart and in your mind who are your friends, and you'll never forget it.
Yes, it's amazing na pag nakita mo yung kaibigan mo, matagal kayong hindi nakita, parang wala lang nangyari, di ba?
It's like you just met yesterday.
Yeah.
Oo.
You've been lost touch for a long time. It's ages, you know, about 10 years or that. But when you see each other, hi, it's like back to high school.
Nothing has changed.
You know, I think we are the same, you know.
Whenever you see your friends, you'll be like, you're going back there.
Yeah.
Just like as children of your parents, I'd say, when you see them, you always go back to like, oh, you're a child or something like that. Same feeling, I'd say. Yeah. Yeah. So when it comes to friendship, right, the two of you, what is it really that, what can you advise in keeping that friendship? Is there something that, is there something that you should be doing?
See, you meet people, like even the first time you meet people, sometimes, yung magaan ba yung pakiramdam mo? You have no doubts, I like this person. And then, you realize he's really a good person. Parang, then you're loyal to that person, especially when they do something nice, when you're down, and then they're there for you, and they advise you, and kind of give you some peace, you know. It's very important, and you feel the love. I think that's very important. And you respect, and you trust, and that trust and respect will never go away. I think it's true in every relationship, between friends, between husband and wife, between siblings, that really exists. That's my own take on that.
So Ate Sansu, Ate Libay was saying it like that, the positive side. But like, so from your end, is there something that you should not be doing as a friend, if there's any?
Yeah, I don't remember that we fight, di ba?
We fight, but we
No,
later
I
on
don't remember.
No,
And
I don't think
yeah,
we
that
fought
we-
at that.
yeah.
Never.
So,
Yeah.
as an advice, if you want to reconnect with your friends, now is the time. Because of technology right now,
Yeah.
you can bridge the gap. All you have to do is text or call her, video call, and tell her, I'm thinking of you.
Yeah.
You're still special. Yeah.
And she even created a group chat. Sorry, she even created a group chat so that two of our friends also are in touch. So it was really nice.
I think ang maganda din, ate, sa inyong dalawa is parehas kayong professional. Alam mo yung you are both, tawag dito, yung achievement niya sa buhay. Because sometimes kasi, meron tayong mga kaibigan na nahihiya sila.
Yeah, what can you say about
Yeah,
that?
especially, like,
Yeah. We reach out. They tell me, we're not fitted. We don't have money. No. We need is your presence, yan lang.
Yeah.
Just attend the reunion. So, of course, some of them are ashamed.
Yeah.
But gone are the days where we're speaking the present time. We have to reconnect because time is too short. We're no longer getting young. Forget the past. We don't want nega vibes. Don't entertain. Just welcome them. Come. I assure you, you will not spend anything. Just
Yeah.
join us.
And is that, I wonder, you can see from both of them that they're vibrant, the two of them. Is that the reason why you guys look like younger than your ages?
I think it helps. Yeah. So from my point of view, you really have to be positive in your outlook. Because if not, you're feeling sorry for yourself won't help at all. Like we have met one friend, he said, "Oh, I'm not fit to be in that group." So we kind of, oh no, we don't even want them to feel like they're down, but they're the ones putting themselves down, which I myself, oh, what am I going to do with this? Oh, just ignore it. Just keep your face and just be nice. That's the thing we can do, and just be warm.
Eto pala, ate, kasi si Ate Libay, she's been living here now for like 30 plus years, no? Nearly 30 years abroad. And then, ikaw, ate, it was, I know you always traveled, but you've always been in the Philippines. Ano yung mga, nung nasa Pilipinas ka, bago ka pumunta rito, ano yung mga iniisip mo na parang in-expect mo pagpunta mo rito? Kasi I'm sure may mga Pilipino na, nasa abroad yan, siya, ganyan. Yung parang iba yung expectations eh. Parang ano ba yung, nung bago ka pumunta, may mga expectations ka ba?
About
Coming here?
Yeah, of course. I've been traveling a lot. So, of course, since I'll be with one of my besties, I know I am in good hands. Okay.
Parang commercial lang yan, May mga ganun eh. You're in Metrobank yan, Shout out, Metrobank! Yeah.
Kaya visiting, I may say Tramore or Ireland. Tramore,
Tramore,
Waterford in Ireland. was one of the most meaningful experiences of my life. Not because of the beautiful places, but because of the people who warmly welcome me. And it's
Very nice.
Levi and Terry.
Thank you, Susan. I hope you're enjoying your time with
Record
us.
yan, ha?
Actually, looking at the two of you, parang sa akin kasi, yung parang, I'm looking forward din na parang, uy, sana may friends din ako na makabisit dito. Yung ganun, parang pag nung nakita ko kayo, oh, wow naman. Kasi nakakatuwa talaga. Although, may mga friends na rin naman kasi ako na yun, like, I have a really special friend like Mami Joy. She's a stewardess, so she always travel and she always come here. Minimit namin, pinapasyal ni Don. But it will be nice din someone na mag-stay like you, na ipasyal, yung ganon.
Padala mo daw kasi ng ticket.
Yes. Pag naka 1 million views tayo, Mami
Oo,
Joy,
diba?
sagot natin ng ticket. And then, hindi, nakakatuwa kasi. It's so nice na yung, like me and Don, we always give extra. Parang pag may nabilitaan kami na papasyal dito talagang, we really, and then free kami, we give time. Na parang, sige, puntahan ka namin sa Dublin, ipasyal ka namin or ganito, ganyan. So, nakakatuwa nung nakita ko, wow naman, 2 weeks, diba?
And because of them, I'm so blessed. I meet new friends like you.
She's really
Yeah.
happy to meet you.
Now, eto kasi yan, kasi nag-joke ako kanina ganun. Pero, aminin na natin, pagka galing kang Philippines, it's not easy to come to Ireland. It is expensive and all these things. But when it comes to Ate Sansu, she was able to come here with her daughter and everything like that. Mukhang mukhang, baka naman ate baka naman dyan. So, meaning kasi, you don't have to be working abroad, in order for you to afford in going for holidays, di ba?
Well, I guess, like, siyempre si ate, retired na siya and she's been very good. I'm sure she's been very good with her money. And ate yung mga preparation mo?
Parang
Yun pala,
mag-retire
just an
na.
advice
Yun.
sa mga Filipinos sa atin na kung gusto nilang mag-travel, ano sa tingin mo yung dapat nilang i-prepare? Of course, money, but how?
The best part of traveling is to travel while you are still young.
Yeah, true.
And I did that at an early age. I really saved money for my travel. I make it a point that I filed a leave of absence for 1 month just to go abroad.
When did you start this, ate? Like, cause I know yung mga kids mo was young, so you were able to send them to school at the age of like, siguro you're 50 and then tapos sila, or 55? Like that, mga ganong age, no? Yeah, like late 50s?
Yeah, I became a mother at the age of 19. So maybe at
So
I think 40 plus, I was already starting to travel.
Wow. Dapat
Yeah, kasi I save a lot. I save a lot for travels.
You are so lucky kasi your children were good as well that they can, because a lot of Filipinos, unluckily, at your age, baka sila pa din kasi yung nagpo-provide sa mga anak nila. So you're so blessed then when it comes to your children, ano?
Thank you.
Oo.
Tapos, yung parang point na when you're traveling, you're exploring, and then obviously, you're learning so much. Yeah, you can learn from reading books, but it's different when you're seeing it. People were saying to you in like wherever you are. Pero pagdating mo doon, mas talaga, iba yung learning talaga. Tsaka, and another thing would be yung good sa mental kasi, yung psyche mo Mawawala ka dun sa situation na kung saan ka na. Siyempre, di ba, work is like, aminin natin, may stress yan kasama. And then when you're out, you're not thinking about your work, then obviously, that would leave you to kind of, para mag-refresh ka. Mga ganon.
Any funny stories, ate, itong sa holiday mo? Any memorable?
Maraming memorable. Pero the best part of it was them, of course. Imagine rain or shine. They took us out to see the best of Ireland. They did not only feed us, they nourished us with the soul of kindness and the flavors of...
Palista na daw yung mga bibisita sa lahat.
Susan, baka naman dumugin kami dito.
They have to save. It's not a joke to travel to Ireland. You have to save a lot.
And any special place aside from Tramore, any place that was really like, oh, you saw it and then you said, oh, wow, in Ireland. Para sa mga ating audience na gustong pumunta ng Ireland at saka yung mga nagbabalak.
If you've got a chance to travel to Tramore, go. But if you get a chance to create or to see people who would welcome you home, then hold on to it. And nakita ko yan sa dalawa, kay Libay and kay Terry. Tramore will always have a special place in our heart. Kami ng anak ko, because I came here with my daughter who is my travel buddy, because I can no longer travel alone. Unlike before, I travel alone.
Available kami.
Pwede.
Oh, nakakatuwa, di ba? And then, let's say, yung pag-travel mo ate, like, every year yan.
Yes.
Every year.
Every
You
year.
have, okay. And the next plan would be?
Date on December. I think December 19 to Sapa, Vietnam. Sapa is considered as Switzerland in Asia. No.
But although matagal pa tayo sa retirement, pero yung mga malapit na mag-retire dyan,
Mag-save.
ayan, mag-save at maglista na ng mga pupuntahan.
Kung mahina na ang tuhod mo, you cannot walk anymore.
But how do you keep your health, ate?
Yeah, I eat healthy foods, of course. Actually, I really don't eat rice anymore. Yeah. I also do walking in the malls in Naga City, not in my place, because it's of course, it's not like this. It's dusty, you know, the Philippines.
So, sa mall na lang nagwo-walking, no, ate?
And eat healthy. I eat healthy.
And would you do some exercises like yung mga Zumba dyan or...
Watching sa TV. Shy ako, I don't go out para mag-Zumba. Doon sa...
She doesn't like
Yeah.
exposure.
Because ate, yeah, because that's what I was wondering, because Ate Liva is a good dancer. Oh, are you like her ba, ate? Kasi ito, dancer namin dito yan, ate. Ikaw.
Dito maganda kasi the weather, ang ganda magsayaw. Mainit sa Philippines, you know that.
Sabi niya nga, bakit daw ang bilis kong maglakad? Oh, that's the way Irish walk. Because it's too cold. You have to double, double time.
Because ate, she's one of the people talaga rito na makikita mo na very active. A lot of Filipinos kasi hindi ganun ka-active. Hindi mahilig mag-walking. Pero si ate makikita mo, talagang mabilis, maliksi. Maliksi, kumbaga.
Talo pa ako mag-walking.
Kasi sa Philippines, sa atin, yung mental, natin, yung kumbaga, pagtanggap natin sa age, is like when you're 30, you're like old. Yeah. Diba? Sa Philippines. But dito kasi 30 would be, you're like very young. Yeah. Even like you're 65, you're still young in here. Hindi siya kagaya sa Philippines. When you're 50, you're like, oh, very old. Yeah. I think yung, ano man tawag nito, yung perception natin sa Philippines.
I remember my mom, when I brought her here, she was only in her 50s. But she keeps saying she's old na. And then I only realized, oh wow, she was only on her 50s. She was still young. Oh,
At that time.
At that time. And then now that I'm reaching that, that's what I'm thinking na rin. I'm old. I'm just kidding. It's
different mindset here now.
That's it.
And nowadays, we can see naman din na late na nagsisettle ang mga kabataan. So, they feel young. When they reach their 40s and then, maybe I think, minsan mo na lang din, yung pag may nararamdaman ka, masasabi mong old when may nararamdaman na.
We'll touch lang naman dun, Te, kasi since you retired now. The retirement in the Philippines, if you can refresh us, what age and then what to do when it comes to pension and all these things. Benefits. Ano ba? Kasi we've been away from the Philippines for such a long time. We don't know the ins and outs. So would you mind, para lang sa audience natin, malaman din nila?
Compulsory retirement in the Philippines, the government is 65 years old. I retired at the age of 61. Of course, you're going to choose. In the government, you're going to receive a pension. If you want it to get the whole amount for 5 years, you can. If you want it outright pension next month, I retire today, next month I already have a pension.
Oh, that quick.
Oo. And you are going to be given an 18 months salary. It's being given as a gift by the government if you are going to choose the outright pension. I choose the 18 months cash. They gave me 18 months cash. Then next year and next month I already received my pension.
And then after that outright, ano na yun, meron ka pa ding regular?
Yeah, every month until you die.
Oh, that's really nice.
That's good,
Ano.
ah.
Okay
Good
then.
pala.
And since because ate work in a public school.
Yeah.
So government ano siya kaya maganda ang benefits.
Ganun
Yes.
pala. Tapos, when it comes to yung, how about the health naman ate, yung health benefits? May mga ganun ba tayong like medical or something? PhilHealth, yeah.
Senior citizen, if you're an elderly, you already have a free, what you call that? Health. Yeah, PhilHealth.
Okay. Okay.
But not
So yeah.
like what the citizens you are
Yeah, like in comparison sa Ireland kasi, iano lang natin ng konti para at least ano ba yung ano ate, yung pag dito sa Ireland medyo mas okay ba tayo dito pag ano siyempre iba yung government.
I understand mas okay dito.
Mas okay.
Kasi in the Philippines, example, you are to be hospitalized, the room cost, for example, 1,000, just 10%. The PhilHealth will give 10% of one. That's very little lang. 10 or 20, kukunti lang yan. Sa 1,000, 20% is $200. So, you're going to pay 800. Then, sa mga meds.
For our standard.
Yeah, talagang.
And you have to pay your PhilHealth pa din.
No longer.
Hindi
Once
na.
you retire.
Alright.
And then
Okay.
here pagka may sakit ka,
Libre.
libre, di ba?
It's like
And then cover din ang medication ate. Minimal lang din.
Sa Philippines, bawal ang magkasakit. It's expensive.
Unfortunately, yun nga kasi ang masama sa government natin, corruption. Ano, yun na lang din. Oo. There's a lot of bad things when it comes to politics.
Don't get it wrong guys. Sa Ireland kasi, meron ding corruption dito pero hindi sila garapal. Kumbaga, sabihin natin, meron talaga yan. Lagi natin napapanood na yung budget ng geto ganyan. Yung shed na nga lang na last year or something, it cost like maybe 10 times na ano pero ang shed pangit or bike stand or something na ganun.
And they don't normalize corruption here. Unlike in the Philippines, from the small person, talagang yung corruption, okay, I'm sorry, but if you get your vote, paano ko ba sasabihin yun? Vote buying, at kinuha mo yung pera, isa ka na rin doon sa corrupt na tao. Diba? Kasali ka na rin doon. That's for me. I'm sorry.
Kumbaga, at the end of the day, it really depends on the person, kung ano yung, how you live, and of course, your job is a contributing factor dun sa retirement mo. Hindi naman po pwedeng pantay-pantay lahat. Ganun talaga eh. Even here naman, di ba, parang, well, on average, okay. Even though yung trabaho mo, you're just like blue-collar job, but the government will not leave you somewhere else.
And can I add to that?
Yeah, okay.
Here, you can see where your taxes go.
Yes, yes.
That is the main thing. That's why sometimes I wish that we have the same system back in our homeland.
Because Philippines is rich. Sa totoo lang. It's very rich.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did this podcast to inspire naman. Let's go back to a positive side. Na hindi naman common na sa Pilipinas lang tayo, hindi na tayo makakalabas at makaka-travel.
Yeah.
So it really depends on you guys kung paano tayo maging wise, masikap, na kung ipa-prioritize natin yung mga bagay na kagaya niyan, traveling. And then
Yung life mo
your
in
life,
general.
your in general.
Yeah.
So si ate ang proof nun na kaya, di
Nakarating
ba?
ng Ireland.
Kung kakayanin.
Yes. At
Yeah.
saka, syempre tayo namang mga Filipinos na may mga kaibigan na ganyan. Like for us, kung talagang may bibisita, nandyan tayo para i-welcome yung taong yun. Pasyal natin. Gaya
Yeah.
ng ginawa ni ate. Kasi isa sa mga talagang, ano natin yan, tawag dito, tinitingnan natin bilang nakakabata at nakakabata. Kumbaga sinusundan natin yung yapak nila. Yung magagandang nakikita natin, sinusundan natin.
Kasi si Ate Libay, isa siya sa mga naunang Filipinos dito sa Ireland. So, para lang sa ating mga audience na nasa Ireland na, meron po tayo na, ate, ilan taon nga? More than 30-something years. Sorry. Going 30 years. So, ganun nakatagal si ate sa Ireland. Kumbaga, yung pagdating ng mga Filipinos ito, yung parang malaki talaga yung numbers, yung when it comes to big influx of Filipinos, that was in 2002. That was the beginning. And then after that, every year there's more Filipinos coming here. Obviously, there was a time during recession, medyo nag-ano tayo, mga Filipinos, parang wala masyadong nagpupunta rito. And then again, bumalik. And then now, just around 3 years ago, there were lots of Filipinos again. And currently, we have around like 22,500 Filipinos, something like that. Yeah.
Yung pagdating ko dito, mga ilan-ilan lang kami. Pag may nakikita akong Pilipino, hi, how are you? Yung na-excite ako talaga. Ngayon, parang ordinary na lang. Especially there are people na, yung kababayan natin, yung they'll just pass you. Nakakalungkot. Di ba? Do you experience that? But no, yun lang aking impression. But mostly are very warm.
Si ate naman, anong impression niyo sa mga Filipinos dito, te? Ate Sansu.
Yung mga friends na na-met ko dito, like you, very warm. Yeah! Kasi kung, pero, di ba, marami, like Vel. Konti lang naman mga yung circle of friends ni BFF. Lahat naman warm. Tapos, except yun, ang mga, the Irish, they say that, now I believe that Irish hospitality is unique, simple, and full of heart.
Mga Irish na yan eh.
Thank you. With that, guys, we'll end this podcast. Thank you very much. At sana natuto tayo when it comes to saving money, going on holidays, at saka yung, most of all, yung parang friendship na talagang nandito pa rin after all the years of, not seeing each other, pero nandun pa rin. Mga ano po sila, mga kumbaga examples. Yan. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you
po.
Kaya hanggang sa susunod.
Tara!
Let's talk!
Tara!
Let's talk!
Tara!
Let's talk!